Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to give her the best intimacy she's ever had, okay? So if you feel like you've been struggling with this area, or perhaps you just want to know how to become better, okay? Or perhaps you're already in a relationship and you're thinking of how you can improve that for your wife or girlfriend, then this video is for you. Okay, so one of the first things that women need, especially at the beginning when you're just sort of getting to know each other and you're just dating, and you're figuring out what she likes, then you need to do a lot of foreplay. Okay, and of course when you're in bed and you are having sex, then you need to do a lot of experimenting to figure out what she likes. But also, what's also important in foreplay is communication, so you can find out for yourself what she likes. Like, because if you ask her, oh, what do you like in bed, more than likely she will tell you, she'll let you know, unless she's a virgin and she has no idea. Okay, so if she's a virgin and she has no idea, then foreplay is really, really important. Okay, and just basically just trying to figure out what each other likes and talking to each other about that. But of course, foreplay as well is communication and talking, but it's also touching. But you're right, that physical touch that you have, and just sort of caressing and kissing each other a lot. Okay, so basically you want to have an extended foreplay time. So basically the foreplay has to be a lot longer than what you probably think it should be. Okay, or how much you want it to be, right? Because more than likely you just want to go straight away, right? But foreplay is very, very important to women. And that may suck, especially if you rather just get on with the act itself. But if you want it to be good for her, and if you want her orgasm to be super intense, then you need to build her up. You need to get that energy going, right? You need to build that energy up inside of her, because sex is a lot different for women than it is for men. So if you want her to have a really good orgasm, or you want her to have an orgasm altogether, then it kind of needs to be built up in her head first, because women can be a lot in their head when they're having a sexual game rather than in their genitals, basically. And I guess it can be the same way for guys as well, but most of the time, more like 9 times out of 10 for women, they need sort of like it to be turned on slowly, and for it to be a general build up of energy before getting into the sexual act. So make sure you do lots of foreplay. And foreplay, like I said, it's just lots of kissing, lots of caressing, cuddles, talking, communication, and then the sex comes after that. Okay, so take your sweet time, basically, right? So what this all comes down to, and why foreplay is important, is it shows that you have sexual self-control, and that will make a woman really, really like you. Okay, that'll make a woman really, really like you, even if she's unsure about you. Okay, if she can sense that you're taking your time, you're not in a rush, you're not rushing her, right? It's not like you're like, oh, I can't help myself, right? I can't help it, I just have to have sex right now. If I don't, I'm gonna die, right? Basically, right? Okay, so if you can hold off that kind of energy and you can take your sweet time, you don't mind if the sex is going to happen in 5 minutes or in an hour or in 2 hours, it doesn't bother you. Okay, and that's the kind of impression that you want to give off, and that's why foreplay is important, because it shows that maybe, just maybe, she wants you more than you want her. Okay, and you want it to always feel a little bit like that, like, oh, she wants me more than I want her. And the best way to display that is by taking your sweet ass time with it, right? By doing the foreplay, okay? By prolonging everything before it gets to the actual physical act, okay? So make it appear, even if it's not the truth, make it appear that she wants you more than you want her, okay? Because it might be that you do so much foreplay that she's like, oh my god, let's just have sex right now. Like, I can't handle it anymore. She might even say that to you because you've just been building up so much, and you've just been withholding so much, basically. And you've just been focusing on like making out and flirting and touching and cuddling and stuff like that. Okay? So make her want you more than you want her. And like I said, the best way to do that is through foreplay. So the last thing that I want to get into is to make sure that she finishes first, okay? Because then you won't ever be, leaving her disappointed, basically, in bed. So if you make sure that she has an orgasm first, whether that's through the foreplay that you've already had, like maybe you haven't actually, like, physically had sex with her yet. Maybe you just got her off in some other way, right? So if she's already had an orgasm, then she's already satisfied. She's already done. And it might be that when you do have sex with her, then she'll have another one, right? But what you want to do is you want to definitely try and get to a stage where you can always make her finish first, okay? Because if she finishes first, then you're then free to just finish whenever you want. You can finish at the same time as her, or you can finish afterwards. You know, you can finish 20 minutes afterwards, right? It doesn't matter because she's already had her orgasm. And it might be, like I said, that you can make her have multiple orgasms by the fact that you're taking your time, and you're taking your time finishing yourself, okay? So, you know, it's just a win-win if you can make sure every single time she finishes first, okay? And that's one of the best ways that you can make her feel like this is the best intimacy she has ever had or will ever have, because a lot of guys don't really pay attention to this kind of thing. A lot of guys don't really think about that unless they already have had a lot of experience under their belt. So if you're a young man watching this and you're wondering how I can give a woman the best sex of her life when I'm still inexperienced myself, then this is the best way to do it, okay? I also have other ways that you can sort of like build into the foreplay and attractive behavior, basically, that will make her be more turned on by you in this book, Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams. And right now you can get it for free on Kindle. You can also read it for free on my website. Link will be in the description anyway, so you can read it for free on my website. All you have to do is go to www.christineloveridge.com and then select the menu and go to the book, but the link is in the description for it anyway. And it'll take you straight to the PDF reader. You don't have to sign in, you don't have to log in or anything like that. And also, like I said, it's available on Kindle now for free for the month of February, 2026. And yeah, you can just, and if you like the book, if you found it informative, if you get any good advice from it, or it could even be from advice from my other videos or this one, that you would just want to leave a nice review basically of my coaching or of the book, and that would really be very, very helpful and would help me out a lot. You still need to buy the physical copy if you want a physical copy like this one, which does have a nice discreet spine, so if you've got it on your shelf, no one will know you've got a dating book unless they decide to pick it off. But it would just look very sort of like neutral on your bookshelf if you've got one of those. So you would, if you want a physical copy, you would need to buy it. But like I said, the Kindle version is completely for free over the month of February 2026. And like I said as well, you can also read it for free on my website as well. But if you like coaching with me, and perhaps you're struggling more with, and you would like more tips with this specific topic, then I can help you with that. The best way to, and the cheapest option, is to get email coaching with me, and the link for that will also be in the description. And basically just tell me everything that's going on, all the issues that you may be facing, problems that you're having, and then I can help you with I can critique what you're doing wrong now, and basically what to do in the future and what to do from now on. There's also basically in the email coaching as well. That is the cheapest option on my website, but that means I will get back to you within 7 days. If you would like me to get back to you quicker, then there is an emergency email coaching option on my website too. But that is a bit more expensive, but I do get back to you much faster. Okay. And yeah, if you know where to get the book, you know, because it might not be that you can afford coaching. You may go to the email coach and be like, well, I can't afford that. But then if that's the case, then the next best option for you is to go and get this book for free, either on Kindle or read it for free on the website. Again, links for everything will be in the description. So thank you so much for watching. I shall talk to you again very soon. And goodbye.